Michelle, he's real sorry he got your sister pregnant. Dusty. Oh, snap. It's the Padded Room Podcast. We are back again, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? It's already been a week. It's been 1 week since last Tuesday, which was the last time that I brought you a Padded Room Podcast, and now I am back again because I believe in consistency, okay? How about that? Speaking of consistent, Dusty is here.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, Big Dust?
Oh, just trying to adjust back to normal life after being on vacation for 10 days.
Yeah, man.
Which is not very fun.
You fucking lazy shit. You gonna go back to work or what?
I already did.
Take a vacation from your vacation.
I do. I need to take a vacation. I should have took one more day off and then just sat on my ass at home all day Monday to recuperate from vacation.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I've been with you on vacations, dude. It's not a relaxing thing.
Oh, no.
No, it's renting things and going places with people.
It's all kind. It's not vacation when my wife and the other wives of our group are involved because they always have shit planned for you to do.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
It's every day.
Yeah.
10 days of schedules.
Yeah, of course. Don't do that. What you want to do is you want to send them on vacation.
Yes.
Let them take a girls' trip.
Yep.
You stay home, quote unquote, watch the kids, which really means here's your fucking iPads. Go away. Enjoy whatever you're doing on there.
Daddy's watching stuff in his dad chair.
Exactly right. And that's where Dad will be for the duration of the vacation.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be awesome.
Good times.
I'm right on that.
That's where you need to be. How was your 4th of July, dude?
Oh, it was great. It's always a good time up there. They have a great fireworks display right over the pond. It's fireworks right on top of you, basically. It's really cool.
Very cool. That's up at Grey Eagle?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, it's really good. I mean, getting out of there is kind of a pain in the ass, but isn't it anywhere you go watch fireworks?
Yeah, of course. My 4th of July, 98% of it spent working on my sprinkler system. This is the second 4th of July in a row that I've spent working on my sprinkler system. You may recall last year I had a big, disgusting pimple in my front yard.
I do remember
that shit, man? What happens is your fucking sprinkler line breaks in a very inconvenient spot, and the water just kind of gathers underneath the sod, and it creates a very fun little jumping pad for the kids.
Yeah, I do recall that.
But it's a big, disgusting pimple in your front lawn, man.
Yeah.
You got to get it, so I go out there and pop it with a pitchfork. 2 days later, it's back.
Oh,
it's literally like it's almost like I was going through puberty again.
It was a boil.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to keep it open, or else it doesn't drain.
You got to get some Oxy 10, the little medicated pads. You rub that on the front lawn.
Yeah,
stupid. And now this year, it was a gradual leak. It's at the junction box in my side yard. Now,
a very convenient location.
Well, I mean, it could be worse, I suppose. But, I think any homeowner, you turn the sprinklers on around about late May.
Sure.
You already got the timer set, and then you call it a day, right? That's the plan. And then 4 days later, your neighbor calls and says, hey, there is a fucking flash flood coming from your house into my house, and I would like you to do something about it. You go out there, and there's a goddamn leak, and it's all of your water is just going right into your neighbor's yard.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of digging, a lot of, I think at least 5 trips to Home Depot, maybe 6.
Oh, you're doing good.
Yeah. Luckily, fixing PVC conduit is pretty cheap. So once you get the clippers and the glue and all that shit, it's just a matter of putting the right pieces and gluing and getting the goddamn shit together.
Measuring and cutting. That's the problem, is like you measure and you get it all glued together and fuck me, it doesn't fit.
No, of course not.
And then you gotta go back.
All right, dig it back up. Gotta cut the shit off again, because that's fucked up.
And every time you cut it off, your little nubbin's getting smaller.
Smaller and smaller. Before you know it, it's coupling, uncoupling crime out there.
Before you know it, you're docking two pipes together.
That's not a good sign, Dusty.
No.
That is not a good sign. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Well, we got a regular horror show to get into here, amigo.
All right.
Listener mail, horror news, all the usual stuff, inmates. Say we kick it off with a little horror news.
Horror news.
All right, let's hear it there, fella.
All right, so they are doing Stephen King's The Stand as a movie again. Well, I guess it never was a movie.
Well, yeah, you're right, but literally
it
was
just came out like 2020 on Paramount as a miniseries.
Yeah.
And guess who's funding this project?
I'm going to say Ron Howard.
Paramount.
Okay. Fucking okay.
So
were they not? I didn't think the last one was that bad.
No, I didn't either.
I wasn't as good as the made-for-TV one, I thought, but I wasn't mad at it.
No, I liked it. I mean, it was definitely worth the watch. You know.
Yeah.
So they tapped director Doug Liman to do the newest The Stand adaptation.
Okay.
And he's wanting to do it as just a single one-off movie. So this is going to be like fucking Lord of the Rings style,
I was
3
hours
say, long.
Yeah, how do you do that without blowing up the fuck? Okay.
I have no idea. There's going to be a lot of shit cut out. You know, he's probably going to have to hit all the high points.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I do too.
Okay.
I do too. Not very. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound too good to me.
I agree.
John Wayne Gacy show, Devil in Disguise. It's a teaser trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be on Peacock, streaming October 16th.
Okay.
Watch the teaser trailer. Not much given away. It shows a lot of flashes to the
crawl space, yeah,
where he buried 37 bodies of young boys over a 3-year period.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a whole 8-part mini. I don't know if you call it a mini series, but a limited series on Peacock, and it's going to drop on October 16th. So.
Well, I mean, if you're familiar at all with the John Wayne Gacy case, then you know how it ends. Yep. So unless you're some kind of a fucking weirdo super fan, which I sincerely hope you're not.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if I'm ready for another 9-hour opus, though. So, but I mean, there's a lot of story right there in The Stand. I hope they don't cut too much out of it, but at the same time, you need a lot in there to make that. But that book, you can do bicep curls with the book.
Oh yeah, it's his longest novel.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
you gotta.
I don't see how you make it work in a single movie, but we can see.
Yeah, you never know.
Because who knows? They can cut things down, make them shorter. That's those Lord of the Ring books. Not that I've never read one, but they're all long as shit, and they made 3-hour movies out of them. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I'm into it.
All right, so Peacock is dropping a John Wayne Gacy show called The Devil in Disguise.
Okay.
The teaser trailer dropped, and this is going to come out October 16th.
Right.
And it's going to be an 8-part series, and it's going to more follow the impact he had on his victims, because try to take a different spin on it, So not just, watching him go kill all 37 of
I was going to say,
kids,
He had a huge impact on their buttholes. That was wildly inappropriate, Dusty. Jesus Christ.
Get out of here.
Show some sensitivity, okay? It was 45 years ago or more. Yeah. So gross.
Yeah, so that's, I don't know, that might be interesting.
I believe that is a Ryan Murphy situation.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's known for American Horror Story. Mm-hmm. He does good work, especially in like horror subgenres. He did that weird Versace movie or show.
Was
it
like a movie?
American Crime Story or something like that.
It was like a... Oh, I didn't see that one.
I started it and I was like, this is just a bunch of gay shit, and I'm not really...
Yeah.
You're kind of losing me here, so...
The Red Queen watched the Versace movie, and I peeked over. We were on a plane.
Yeah.
Very appropriate place to watch this.
Sure, totally. Yeah. A lot of dude on dude.
Yeah, I peeked over. I was like, what are you watching on the plane? And she's like,
in front of people.
It's the Versace movie. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, great.
Good thing you're sitting by the window.
Can you, like, put a hood over or something?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we all need to see the Versace movie. Right on.
And my last little tidbit of news, The Conjuring is getting a 4K treatment.
I saw that.
It's got some cool stuff attached to it too. A lot of new features, a lot of new special features, I should say. One of the new, I'll go through the list here. The scariest of them all. The cast and creators of Conjuring take a look back at some of the greatest scares of the series, uncovering what made these films so iconic. Mm-hmm. Reflections on The Conjuring. More than a decade after the release of the original film, the cast and crew of The Conjuring reflect on their experiences creating one of the most legendary horror series in history. And those are only 2 new ones. And then the rest of them, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 more, little featurettes. Mm-hmm. And they all have been released prior to this.
Sure.
So it'll come with a couple new ones and the 4K treatment. So you can actually get it on VOD starting August 26th, and then I think it comes out for purchase on physical copies shortly after that. So.
I already have a copy. I got the Walmart special Conjuring box set.
Oh, okay.
But that came out like 6 years ago, so it's got only like the first 5.5 movies on it. Mm. I don't think I need any more Conjuring.
You don't need to buy this one again?
I don't think features? So. I'm not a Conjuring super fan, Dusty.
Yeah, no, I can take it or leave it.
Here's my problem, dude. And I'm maybe it's just old man Darian talking here, or maybe it's just me getting sick of getting my ass kicked by my wife for buying useless shit. Looking at these movies, I can probably point to 6 or 8 examples of movies that I already have that I bought again.
Oh, especially when you went from DVD to Blu-ray.
To Blu-ray.
From VHS to Blu-ray, or to DVD to Blu-ray. You probably purchased some of these movies 4 and 5 times.
Of course, and now I got to have like the goddamn collector's edition that comes in the fucking packaging with the nonsense or whatever, you know what I mean?
The spring-acting machete.
Yeah, that one. That one. I gotta have that fucking thing. I'm with you on the physical media. I like having all these movies here at my disposal because these days you never know when your favorite movie is just going to vanish from Netflix,
right? And
then you can't watch it anymore,
or one you can't find.
Yeah,
you pretty much can find anything you want on Prime, but. I mean, shit, if you already have it, then pop in the DVD.
Exactly.
Or the Blu-ray
and I don't know how many times I've been looking for Linnea Quigley's horror workout, and where do I go
to find that one anyway?
Well, no, but I got it right over here.
Right there.
So, but I'm sick of buying the same movie.
You want to get a little sweat on after this?
Well, I mean, have you seen Linnea Quigley's workout?
No.
It's a different kind of sweat.
Yeah. It's not something you want to do
Not
with
something you want to do with your bearded friends, no. Maybe to the Versace movie. I don't know what you're into. But that's my thing, man. And I don't know that I need any more collector's items. Like, I feel like right now, if I were to completely shut off all my cable and just watch one of these movies, I would die before I got to the end of watching these movies. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I probably don't know what half of these movies are about. They just had cool boxes.
Are there movies up here that you haven't watched?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
That was my jam back in the day. I'd go to Best Buy with $200 in my pocket, come out with a bunch of skulls and blood fucking graveyard shit.
Just stacking on the
shelf. I'm going to watch this as soon as I get a chance. And there it is. It's still sitting there collecting dust. God damn it, Dusty. Sucker born every minute. Every 30 seconds in the horror community, apparently. Dude, are you aware, speaking of fun shit that I probably will buy, Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead is getting a steelbook release with an uncensored cut.
Really?
I don't know what kind of censoring they did on the original cut, but...
Well, when did that come out? It was
91?
91?
I believe. 90?
I think
90 or 91.
Kind of eased some of the restrictions up a little bit, but... You watch these documentaries about all these movies that were made back in the 80s and early 90s and horror movies. I mean,
yeah, of course.
MPAA was just up everybody's fucking asshole about cutting things out. Mm-hmm. Right? So
Maybe there is some good stuff in there.
I mean, sure.
But
I'm sure Jason Harrell's going to buy it, so I'll wait and see what he says. Yeah. See if I really need that or not. Have you ever seen a movie called Mandy?
Is that with Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage, yeah. Rape revenge situation. Yeah. What'd you think?
It was. I saw it once. Kind of.
I found it to be very style over substance, I think.
There's very Nicolas Cage in it from what I remember.
Very purple. Yeah. A lot of purple in that movie. Do you remember the Cheddar Goblin?
From that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little.
So it's for some reason people are in love with the Cheddar Goblin.
It's a cult following.
Literally, it barely appears in the movie at all. At one point, Nicolas Cage walks past a TV that is playing a commercial for mac and cheese, i.e. the Cheddar Goblin, where this weird puppet shows up and vomits mac and cheese on kids. It's kind of fun. The good news, though, Dusty, Mandy is getting a VHS release with special Cheddar Goblin packaging.
Okay.
So it's basically
it throws up mac and cheese on you.
It's a yellow VHS tape is what it is.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I remember when they started doing that, putting colored tapes out. You're like, oh, that's so cool.
Dude, I had the neon orange Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That was the jam. And you put it in the case, and like the VHS tape would go on his forehead when you put it in. Yeah. Look at that, Keanu Reeves. What else we got here? Rick, Michonne, and Daryl from The Walking Dead are coming to Dead by Daylight.
Oh, okay.
They redid their whole reward system. And I haven't played it in like 3 or 4 months now because I don't like that. You basically have to quit your job if you want to unlock all the cool shit. So fuck that.
And play with all these. I always get my ass kicked, so I just
I'm terrible. Yeah. I'm terrible at it, but I love it to death.
All these 12-year-olds just talking shit.
Yeah. Well, I don't even
suck. You got us killed.
Okay.
Well, get to the fucking exit.
Yeah. Do you know who your dad is? Probably not. You fucking jerkwad.
I bet your mom's working her second shift at the diner right now.
That's
You're
right.
Poor as fuck.
Yeah. Looks great.
I got an 8-inch TV.
Piece
sucker.
of shit. Talk to me when you're not a virgin. I don't know, man. I don't really care. I'm not a huge Walking Dead guy anymore.
Yeah.
So
it quickly lost steam with me as well. I was pretty diehard with it. We watched it on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And we had Walking Dead
parties at your old house. Yeah. But, it was good times, but dude,
it got off the rails.
Now, what do we got? The Fear of the Walking Dead.
I haven't watched any of the spinoffs.
We have the kids. There's a kids one where it's a bunch of kids running around. I don't know. I'm not up on it. One of these days, after I retire, perhaps I can sit down and actually go through the whole thing. Wildly depressing, though.
Yeah,
it's
not the same bullshit. It's the same.
Yeah,
the same trope of everything. It's just you fall in love with a character just to see him die.
Yeah,
or whatever. I mean, it's just everybody's a shit ass to each other. Is there any people in the apocalypse that isn't just a fucking asshole?
I think post-apocalyptic shit ass is going to be the title of my next book. Everybody's just a fucking shit ass.
Everybody's a shit ass.
That's what it is, man. It sucks. I'm not too interested in this, and it's been a while since I played Dead by Daylight, so that sucks too.
Well, who's the new killer going to be then? Just
there's no killer. The's no killer. They're just releasing
packages.
It's just going to be Rick, Michonne, and Daryl as new survivors. Yeah. Okay. So whatever. Are you up on the Junji Ito? Do you know what that is?
Junji Ito, no.
So he does mangas, the Japanese comic books. They're horror and they're pretty graphic, pretty rancid. There's actually a series on Netflix right now called literally just Junji Ito Horror. Weird stuff. I watched it. There's one where there's like an apocalyptic situation where a bunch of balloons appear, like giant balloons, but they're in the shape of everybody's head. And if the balloon that is shaped as your head floats by, it's looking for you, by the way. And if it floats by, the string will hang down and like literally hang you, like around your neck. And
okay.
Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, and if you pop your own balloon,
ridiculous.
Then your head explodes. It sounds bananas.
So it's a symbiotic relationship, but you got to pretty much run from your
if your balloon shows up, you gotta get inside, and you can't come out because it can't like come into the house. It's bananas.
Like a vampire.
But it's a balloon.
Unless it's invited.
So, yeah, well, it can't. These are like big bullets. Dude, I don't know why I'm even trying to explain this to you. It's fucking killer balloons.
All right.
But anyway, Junji Ito, Crimson just hit Crunchyroll. It's a new anime horror series.
What exactly is Crunchyroll?
I believe it is a streaming anime service.
Oh.
So...
Okay. So the 45-year-old big fellas sweaty in their basement guys.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Whacking off.
Whacking right the fuck off
Just
to it.
Just
ooh, probably with chopsticks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, now. Lastly, this is kind of exciting. Turbo Kid Metroidvania, new Turbo Kid video game.
Okay.
Is going to launch on August 5th for the Nintendo Switch. Metroidvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it going to have side-scrolling aspects of like
I would imagine.
Metroid and Castlevania?
It's very 1980s.
Oh, that sounds actually... I might have to check that
Turbo
out.
Kid, man.
I do like Turbo Kid.
I love me some Turbo Kid. Yeah. That's all we got on the horror news, dude. You ready for some listener mail?
Sure thing.
Listener mail.
All right, Dusty, we got ourselves some voicemails here, amigo.
Let's do it.
Let's kick things off with our main man in Alabama. Here comes Alan.
Alan.
Added room, what's up? Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see, Mr. Darian, you are Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
See, ecological horror movies.
What do you think?
I never thought of Return of the Living Dead as one, but, you're absolutely right, so that's going to be my number one.
Okay.
And it's not really a genre I don't think I would explore much. I guess number two would be Toxic Avenger.
I thought about that.
And
God
number
damn it.
3...
Huh. Tough one, dude. Did we lose? Nope. Okay. Pay attention, man. Don't leave us in suspense.
I thought you were just going for the dramatic pause.
I know, right? God damn it, Alan.
Oh. Jimmy Godzilla. He was brought to life
nuclear testing, bro.
Fallout and stuff. That's ecological damage.
Sure.
Anyway, what I've been looking at, let's see. I watched the Ozzy Osbourne Black Sabbath tribute thing. I watched Beazel, on which I'd been thinking about watching it, and I forgot to watch it for Emergent Therapy. Then after hearing the review, I really liked it.
Yeah, buddy.
I watched Return of the Living Dead, and I watched the Boris Karloff Black Sabbath because that's where Sabbath got their name. Anyway, hope everybody's good. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Beautiful. Thanks for calling in, Alan.
Thanks, Alan.
Did you ever see Boris Karloff's Black Sabbath?
I haven't. Mm-mm.
It's strange, man. It's an anthology movie, but like I remember the reason I know it's strange is because I've seen it, but a long time ago I used to have another guy on this show named Josh, and he had his own segment about anthology movies. He was in Pittsburgh at the time, and he watched Black Sabbath, and I watched Black Sabbath here in Reno. It was the same movie, but the version that he got had like the same segments, but in a wildly different order. And the one that we watched here in Reno had them in a different order than what he watched. Huh. So we got into this big argument about which one is
the right way.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous, dude. Not a bad show though, as far as that goes. That was Ozzy's last live performance.
I did see that.
What do you think of that?
Well, how old is he? He's got to be in his 80s.
Like 105, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He is pickled to the bone.
I think he gets a blood transfusion every 2 days.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
he's just, like you said, pickled.
Yeah.
I don't think anything works properly.
It's Keith Richards syndrome, dude.
He goes into his cryostasis chamber every night.
Yeah, which he doesn't know how to operate, by the way. Jared! God damn it. Right on, man. Thanks for calling in, Alan. You are correct. I was, in fact, Jennifer's Body. Little hint right there about where we're going next month. Here comes Mr. Tom Hardy. Hey-yo!
Hey-yo! Padded Room. How's my favorite degenerate this week?
What's up, big dog?
Hope everyone is doing well.
I'm
hey,
okay.
On the educating department.
Come on
Tell
now.
me we got Jennifer's body.
You got me.
Nailed
You
it.
did it.
I think it sounds like it, not 100%.
No, you got it, bro.
Hey, I was thinking, you know what?
Huh.
I told you about the really shitty fucking movie,
Which
My
one?
First Horror Movie.
Yes.
I can't remember the other one. I was thinking, you know what? He
Huh.
fucking pissed me off on the Terror Dome. Talk about, oh, this guy can fly, so we can win.
Wow.
You know what? I'm going all in.
Okay.
Next year. I'm going back. I'm buying me a fucking month, and it's all going to be my bad picks. All the fucking stupid
Oh,
shit
no.
I fucking ended up
No.
watching. I'm putting it all on you, but it's not going to be the short movies either, guys.
No.
It's going to be fucking Tom Hardy's bad pick flicks.
Ah.
We're going to do a fucking month where there's 5 Tuesdays in that month.
Oh, no.
So keep it cool when it comes back to the Terror Dome.
No,
All right,
no.
sorry, I didn't mean to get that way. But,
5
on the
Tuesdays
Terror
of shit
Dome,
movies.
The Terror Dome, the Meat Hook, our eco horror flick.
Yeah, what do you think?
Man, as soon as you started changing it up, I was like, well, if he says that, then fuck, that could include Return of the Living Dead. So of course Return of the Living Dead is
Sure.
number one.
Yeah.
We're going to put that in there. I mean, maybe we could even put Night of the Living Dead, since it was like the comet dust or whatever.
I mean, if you really want to.
It's ecological, but it's natural.
Another good one's The Ruins.
Ruins,
That's a
thought
good
about
flick.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a good eco horror flick. And you had mentioned, what is it? Class of Nukem High. And I was thinking, you know what? Good flick.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing that could go for,
Toxic Avenger.
go up head to head against it, breast for breast, would have to be Humanoids from the Deep.
Dude,
Another incredible eco flick.
Fucking.
And then, of course, Return of the Living Dead. As far as the what are you looking at department, I got to finish Beazle. I thought it was pretty good. I heard you guys talking about it.
Loved it.
Seems like everyone was on the same page. I thought it was a good flick, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And then I got to catch this flick called The Sinners. It was on Amazon. It's a couple years old.
Okay.
Kind of started good, like it was going to be. Kind of had some craft in it, kind of like the craft flick, and then I don't know. It fucking failed. They put in a bunch of red herring stuff that didn't need to be there.
I hate that.
That just confused the plot, and then the reveal was just piss poor. All in all, I'd say stay away, guys. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope all is well. Love you like family. Bye now.
Love you too, Tom Hardy. Thanks for calling in, amigo. Right on, man. Well, I think Dusty has just opened his mind to a new possibility for this week's immersion therapy. I hope it's not as bad as you made it out to be, please. Because we don't need to start the Tom Hardy punishment month early, any earlier than it already is.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Let me know what month that is. I might have to take a long vacation.
I think that's going to be...
That might be just a D-man solo shit.
Fucking... Buddy!
Don't I have vacation time coming?
I'm going to let Buddy out of the garage.
How many hours are we allowed vacation?
Hey, don't worry about it. Fucking dude.
I never checked on my benefits before I started this gig.
You were not here for Eric Roberts month, sir.
No, I wasn't.
That was a fucking trudge right there. Oh, shit. Right on, dudes. Thank you guys very much for calling in, Alan and Tom Hardy. Let's go. Let's get ourselves into a movie, shall we then, Dusty?
Sounds good.
Vuelvo a tener pesadillas. Llevo noches sin dormir.
Where were you last night? You can get me in big trouble showing up like this. Have you told anyone that you were coming here?
You wanted money? Here you are.
I must emphasize that everyone stay as still and as quiet as possible.
Dusty, it is Most Beautiful Island from 2017.
That it is.
Now, this one got 5.7 stars on IMDb. Written and directed by Anna Asensio, starring Anna Asensio, Natasha Romanova, and David Little.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we have Scarlett Johansson playing the Black Widow when we legit have a Natasha Romanova.
Yeah.
Like, that is her. I don't know if she can do a kickflip or not, but there
I'll
you
take
have it.
Scarlett Johansson, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
she did look okay without that dress on.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there, and we're not here to talk about Marvel movies yet.
No.
This one is produced by Glass Eye Pix, which was owned by Larry Fessenden. Larry also makes a cameo in this movie. We'll get to that here in a second. We're going to start in New York City, Dusty.
New York City?
Get a rope! Nobody under the age of
40.
I was going to say like 45, but 40 is going to understand
40,
that. It's New York City, and we've got what I think is probably an undocumented worker here.
I think you hit the nail on the head.
And that kind of lends itself to the horror of this film. I suppose I would call this a horror film. Once we get to the end... But there's a lot leading up to it that is stressful, I would say.
No, I think it's more... Yeah, I agree with you. It's more of a uncomfortable...
Sure.
That's what horror is sometimes. It's uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
You're just hoping, beyond all hope, that this poor girl doesn't turn to sucking dicks for money. She's trying everything she can to avoid it.
Have you looked at the OnlyFans numbers these days? Because you can make quite a comfortable living sucking dicks.
You don't even have to do that.
No.
You can just be by yourself.
You can rate dicks. Guys will send you pictures of their dicks. You tell them what you think. You get $70,000 a month.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Wait, how do I sign up for that? You're a 5. You're a 3. You're a 2. Okay.
Sorry for you.
Yeah. Jamal, you're a 10.5. Shit. Anyway, we have a very attractive, what I believe to be an undocumented immigrant here in New York City trying to make her way. We open up with her waking up in her apartment and making a phone call to what I believe was her mother.
Yeah.
Through this conversation, we're going to learn that she is from Spain. I believe she has a daughter who has passed away, and part of her coming to the United States was just trying to escape or cope with that trauma.
That was my take on it, too, yeah.
Very cool. Her name is Luciana, and she is smoking hot. I'm going to put her probably late 30s, but she's held up very nicely for her late 30s. She's taken a number of odd jobs to make ends meet here in New York. She's living with some very passive-aggressive roommates whom I don't think we ever get to see or meet.
They just leave her snarky notes.
Leave her fucking shit-stained notes. This is not yours. This is not yours. Rent is due on this day.
I'm not asking again.
Oh, go fuck yourself. I hate... Okay, I can't complain too much about my past roommates because I made a pretty good career out of banging all their girlfriends. But to be fair, they were dickheads. And their girlfriends were not very attractive, so they were easy pickings.
Be the shoulder to cry on
exactly
or
right.
the dick to suck on.
Exactly right.
See, don't you feel better about yourself now?
Yeah, thank you, Dusty. I do, actually. More to the point, man, a shitty roommate can fucking make or break you. I mean, they may hold up their end of the financial status, but if they're up your ass every day over every little thing, it will literally drive you insane.
Yes.
I've been there.
Or I've had roommates before. Well, one in particular is that doesn't fit in with the dynamics of the household.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So everybody else is having a good time.
Yep.
You into the same shit, going out and chasing some tail.
Yep.
And then you've got the one fucking dweeb.
Yeah. Irwin.
Yeah, exactly.
Irwin shows up.
Everett.
Yeah. Everett. That is a wildly specific name, and that is not actually the name of any human beings associated with this podcast. God damn it, Everett.
And then you get home from having fun,
yes.
and all your other roommate wants to do is fuck with him. And you're like, you feel bad, but it just, it's really funny.
Yeah.
And you feel super bad, but sometimes gallons of milk get dumped on guys' heads.
That happens, bro. That will
Basically, passive-aggressively trying to get him to move the fuck out.
Yeah, because you don't want to Nobody wants to be the guy that tells them to get the fuck on.
No.
All right, we've gone off enough about roommates.
Big tangent.
Anyway, that's what
showed our true colors of being dickheads in our youth.
Oh, God, we were terrible. Terrible people. This is Luciana's plight, though, and she's kind of stuck here in New York, and she's trying very hard to make ends meet. One of her side gigs involves dressing up as a chicken and handing out flyers in Times Square to
passerbyers.
Yeah,
best chicken in New York.
Best chicken in New York. Best chicken in New York. Best chicken in New York. Apparently, this is a pretty good gig for undocumented workers, where they pay under the table, and it's working pretty good for hot chicks too, because we're going to meet one of Luciana's friends, young Russian lady by the name of Olga. I don't want to be a racist, and I'm not saying she's Russian, but her name's Olga. She's got short red hair and a thick Eastern European accent.
Why would that be racist?
I don't know. I feel like I just kind of stereotyped her.
But if the shoe fits.
I'm sure there's Olgas from Czech Republic,
Denmark?
maybe Denmark. Sure. There's definitely none from Reno.
No, I don't. I have never met an Olga.
All we have here is Alyssa's and Brianna's. So there's that. Olga seems like a nice young lady. She's got the chicken costume gig also, and after they get off, or more to the point, they just throw their flyers away and walk. They go to Starbucks and have a cup of coffee. Luciana kind of vents a little bit to Olga about how she's really strapped for cash and she needs to find a way to get more legitimized here in New York, and Olga's like, oh yeah, well, there's other things you can do. And then Olga gets a call on her flip phone, and she's like, oh, God damn it, I can't, hold on, I got a chick right here. And basically what she offers Luciana is a spot at a party. The pay is $2,000. You got to go to the party, you got to wear a short black dress. It's a cocktail party. Lots of rich dudes. You can't. They might ask you to do something, but you don't have to do anything you're not uncomfortable with. Mm-hmm. And if they ask you to come back, it's $4,000. So, I'm in. I'll go to a party for $2,000.
Some Eastern Bloc Russian broad tells you about this stuff. This is the beginnings of Hostel 4.
It's Hostel, yeah. It's what it is. Don't go in the sauna, man. And if she puts a pill in your mouth, spit that motherfucker out. No. I know, but I'm not Luciana. I'm not as strapped for cash.
Well, remember, she was talking to her about trying to sell her eggs.
Yeah,
at the coffee bar.
Yeah, so she's.
They pay you $1,800 for your eggs.
That, yeah.
So, and the Russian bride, no, this is a scam. You don't need to do this. You come to the party with me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm probably. Yeah. All right. I don't know if I sell my eggs. Jesus.
You grow more.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know
Can
what
you
that
grow
goes
more?
for. I have no idea. After that, she has to go to. So apparently, we're going to learn a little bit more about Luciana. She goes to a doctor's office, and she just kind of muscles her way in. She doesn't have insurance, but she complains to the doctor about being nauseous and kind of lightheaded all the time. The doctor is Dr. Horowitz.
I was going to say Goldstein.
I mean, he's wearing a yarmulke when she walks in. And he's like, whoa, you can't just come barging in here, dude. And she's like, I'm a friend of Olga. And he's like, I don't care about Olga. You can't just come barging in here. And she's like, listen, I got lightheaded and I'm kind of confused sometimes. And eventually this doctor I don't know if he treats her or not, because we just kind of cut away from that. But this doctor's going to come into play later in the movie.
It sounded like she was fishing for some pills or something, but
it could be.
He asked her if she was on drugs. She said no. I don't know.
Yeah. He is wearing a yarmulke, so I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, but there is that. From there, we pick up on one of Luciana's other side gigs, which is apparently babysitting. So she checks
she's not very good at.
No, she's not. She checks her voicemail, and she gets a last-minute voicemail from the mom of the kids that she's babysitting saying, hey, shit, gotta work late. Can you pick the kids up from school? Apparently, she's late to that engagement, so she has to haul ass first to a dress shop, because she's got to get a black dress for this big party. Goes into the dress shop, basically doesn't steal it, but she walks in, tries it on, rips a big fat hole in the side or something like that, and then offers to pay the chick at the counter like $20 for it.
Yeah, she totally did scam. She's
it's a scam.
You can't sell me this because there's a hole. And she says, no, I can't sell you that. How about I pay you $20
for this? Yeah. Sounds like something I would have done. But good news, she gets to walk with the dress. And then she's already late to pick up the kids, so she goes and picks up the kids. These kids fucking suck.
Oh, they are the worst children ever.
Dude, they're just running around the streets of New York. I guess they were at some kind of a karate class.
Yeah.
Because the guy she picks them up with
was Liu Kang.
Yeah, white with a mullet. And
wearing
not all
pajamas.
that. Yeah. And he's like wearing them like, half on. He's like basically pajamas, like he just got out of bed in his karate outfit. So, all right, well, whatever. She picks them up. These kids suck. She's running around. She loses one for about 20 minutes.
Because she's a shit.
Yeah.
She ran away from her.
What she is, but at the same time, dude, my kids are not going to run away.
Right.
But if I'll fucking tackle Daphne in a second. She tries to run away.
No, but you have good children. These kids are fucked.
There's things you don't know about my kids, Dusty.
I've been around them plenty, buddy. They're fine. They're great.
They're all right. Anyway, luckily she rounds up the little girl who took off on her, gets her back to the apartment. Now she is officially running late to this party, so she drops the two kids off with a neighbor. The only info she has on the party is to be at a certain address at a certain time. So she goes hauling ass across town to the address. It's like a Chinese restaurant.
It's in Chinatown.
Yeah. So she's like, shit, I'm here for the party. There's the fucking restaurant. What's going on? The maitre d' of the restaurant comes out and he's like, hey, what you need some help? And she's like, I'm here for a party, but is it inside the restaurant? He lifts up a grate in the sidewalk and he's like, no, you got to go down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
That's your first.
That's the red flag right there. No way.
Yeah.
Go underneath the Chinese restaurant. And then, of course, here comes Trapjaw out to meet her, and he's like, oh, you come with me. You come right now. Takes her down through the kitchen, out through a back alley, gets her to the back alley. He's like, no bag, so she's got to ditch her backpack. Gives her a purse, like a little, very
black,
expensive-looking thing. It's not like a Gucci bag, but it's very small. Gives her a purse, puts her in a cab. Cab takes her to another location. She gets out. Again, the cab driver's like, no bag, you leave bag here. And so she's like, okay, great. So
she couldn't pay the fucking cabbie.
Oh, yeah. No, she's like, I don't have
pay. And she's like, I don't have
any money.
I'll catch you next week.
Yeah. Give me your name and number. And sure, lady. I got a feeling this cab driver's taken care of.
You were thinking that he would be paid by the people who
all things
he dropped her off at.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So she gets out. She then gets taken into another building by a guy in a suit. Down a whole bunch of stairs into a weird Fight Club-esque basement where she's greeted by our own Larry Fessenden. Mm-hmm. He's playing a scummy security guard.
Yep, he's like the boss of the bouncers.
You can tell he's scummy because he's got like a...
slick back hair.
That's what it is, Dusty.
Greasy, slick back hair.
Scumbag! Fuck, don't talk to him.
Uniform.
He's like, oh, you're late. And she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I'm here. They gave me a bag. She takes her backpack off and puts it in a garbage can and like wraps up her flip phone and puts it in there too so nobody fucks with it. Gets down there. Larry's like, all right. She starts walking into the Fight Club basement where she finds Olga, whose place she was supposed to be taking at this big party. She's like,
what the fuck?
What are you doing here, man? Olga's won't talk to her, won't look at her. There's like 6 or 8 other chicks there, standing in a semicircle. Nobody is moving. Nobody's saying a word. Luciana's like, hey, what the hell? Number 1, this is not a cocktail party. Number 2, I guess rule number 2 is I don't talk about being down here, so I got that.
You don't talk at all down there.
Clearly. Eventually, one of the other girls is like, hey, stand in your little circle here. She's got a little chalk circle on the floor with a number by it. Stand right there. Don't talk. So Luciana's like, the fuck is... All right, so she goes and stands in the circle. Eventually, another chick comes out who looks stunningly, I thought, like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
I was like, what?
She looked familiar. I think she's been in some other things.
She could easily be like a Bond girl from the early 90s, perhaps. She's aged well, but still.
Yeah, but she looks like a typical... What do you want to say? Like villainous?
She should be hosting a Mortal Kombat tournament, is what I got. Luciana has no idea what's going on. All of a sudden, one of the other girls just has like a complete spaz attack. She's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to. What the hell? This is scary as shit. I don't know what's going on. And then one of the security guards come and get her, and they have to like literally pick her up and carry her out of there. At this point, Luciana's like, what the fuck am I fucking doing? And this, I feel like, is where the real horror comes in.
Yeah.
Because if you're an undocumented person in the United States, you are basically nameless and faceless. And I'm not trying to make a political statement out of this. Mm-hmm. You have no social security card. You have no, employment history. She has no family here. She could literally get murdered in that basement, and nobody would know probably forever.
Easily disappeared.
Yeah, gone. Just ancient history. Mm-hmm. That's, for the purposes of our story, I feel like where a lot of the gravity comes in.
I think it's exactly where it comes, because you look at this and you're like, I guarantee this shit happens.
Oh, I'm sure.
Guarantee.
It's kind of, I hope it doesn't happen like this.
No, but something similar, right? It's more like they get just trafficked or whatever. But you know what happens. It's just poor fucking people.
Yeah.
But, that's where the scariness comes in.
I mean, if this is what's actually happening, what we're about to get into, I'll go down there right now for $2,000. You can put that
as the viewer or as the game's area.
I'll play the game. I'll get in the thing, and you can put the thing on me. 2,000? Give it to me.
Fuck your face.
No.
Do
it for 2 minutes, bro.
Nope.
It was only 2 minutes.
Nope.
God, you got.
You wait till we talk about it.
Okay. Way. All right. Yeah, I would say. Well, we'll get into that. All right. So anyway, she gets down there, and eventually, Catherine Zeta-Jones comes out. Her actual name is Catherine. Actually, she comes out and she's like, "Hello, ladies." She has a weird European accent, maybe Italian. "Hello, ladies. Welcome to the party. Some of you will be chosen tonight to play the game. If you play the game with style and elegance, you may be chosen to play the game again." Okay, great. Eventually, all these, what I guess are rich dudes come out.
Well, there's chicks with them, too.
There is. Yeah. It's very blood sport down here. And
yeah, totally.
You're like, okay, it's going down. It's a fight club. I'm going to have to kill one of these broads.
I got an Eyes Wide Shut vibe from it, too.
Oh, that, too. I would much rather be at the Eyes Wide Shut party than the fight club thing. They come down and they all eye up the chicks, and the chicks all stand there looking elegant. And once they leave, Olga is like... Olga gets an ass chewing from Catherine about the one chick that freaked out. Yeah. So Catherine comes out. She's like, "Olga, you were supposed to bring me elegant ladies. Instead, you bring me animals." And then she leaves. And then Olga's like, "Jesus fucking Christ, girls, can we hold it together for 30 seconds?" She starts passing out pills.
Passing out Valium.
Sedatives, I assume. And the girls start freaking out trying to grab a Valium, of course. So now they're all pilled up. Another girl... gets taken back. They come out. They get a girl and they take her back into this other room. We don't know what's happening out in the other room yet. When they come, they get one girl. They take her back. A few minutes go by. Luciana's like, "Olga, what the fucking fuck, man? What am I doing here? How did I get involved in this? You said you weren't going to be here. This is horse shit." We're drawing the conclusion that Olga is kind of the.
She's the bait. She's the
she brings
middleman.
Yeah. She's the recruiter, basically. Basically, Olga's like, "There's a lot of money in this for me, so this is what I do." I realized that was German and not Russian.
Not Russian.
Yeah. I'll try harder.
Redo.
Okay, I'm sorry. Again, a racist moment, although it's European, so I guess that doesn't count. So basically, we find out that Olga has recruited most of these chicks, and now they're all here to play the game. After that, they bring the first girl back out.
They just let her kind of walk out, and she's in tears. And
she's shook. Yeah. She's shook. We don't really get to see her face, but she doesn't...
She's running out like basically she had just been ass-fucked and wanted to get out of there, and she's doing a walk of shame.
Well, I mean, if she's got all of her teeth and she can walk of her own accord, okay...
She looks very upset.
She is not happy to be here at all. Okay.
She gets her envelope from Larry Fessenden.
Yep, and then
she's on her way.
Off she goes. Another satisfied customer, I think. At this point, Luciana's like, "Dude, I do not like this. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I do not want to go back in that room, so I'm going to find myself a way out of here." So she's like, "Hey, Larry! Got to go to the bathroom, bub." She's like, fuck, okay, go into the bathroom. There's another bouncer down there that we'll recognize as Felix from You're Next.
Mm-hmm.
He's just as scummy as Larry, but apparently he has to escort Luciana to the bathroom. Luciana's like, hey, come in here and talk to me. So he goes in, and she's like, I want to leave. And he's like, well, you can't, but I got a hard dick, so why don't we try to...
Kid, you want to help me leave?
Yeah,
He's like, why don't you want me to help you leave?
Why don't I just try to fuck you and then put you back in your circle out there? So, like, he gets, like...
Handsy with her.
I don't understand what her thought process was here. Cause,
I think she was trying to get him to take her out and then kick him in the nuts and run away.
Okay, but you got to play the game to get him to take you out.
She couldn't even play it.
No.
Because he was saying, well, I'll just fuck you right here.
Yeah, well, he's like, okay, like, comes in close. He's like, oh, I'm going to make out with you. You know, you want me to help you leave? Is that what you... Oh, yeah. And she's like, oh, you pig sucker! And then she kicks him in the nuts. And then he's like, oh, you bitch! And he grabs her and, like, shoves her up against the wall. And then eventually they both walk out of there, and she's like, well, fuck that all up, didn't I? Don't call him a pig sucker if you're trying to get him to let you out of there. European insults are on, like, a different level altogether. So now,
you seller of cheap goats!
Hey, I'm running a business here, and my goats are at a discounted price. Eventually, she ends up back out in the fucking Terradome there with the other girls. Now, unfortunately, Catherine comes out, and she's like, this would be a team exercise.
Oh, no, there's one more.
Was there another one?
Yeah, the team exercise was the third one.
Who was the second one?
One of the other girls got brought back, and she goes back, and then they're trying to still source out, or Luciana says, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And then you hear in the room, the girl scream.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't walk out.
No. Yeah.
So that was the second one.
That's big problems right there. Very
so then everybody's getting fucking scared.
Yeah. After that, Catherine comes back out, and she's like, this next one will be a partner's exercise. Olga, Luciana, come with me. And then she takes him back to the other room, and we're thinking, oh, fuck. It's going to be some kind of a... Wouldn't it be weird if it was like a life or death game of Battleship? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, remember, what was it, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? Yes. Oh, that would be so stupid.
Yeah, that would be...
It would be wildly out of place for this movie, but she's like, it is time to play the game, and all the rich dudes are back there, and they're all the bets have been made. Now it is time to play. It is a partner's exercise. So, to paraphrase here, what's going to happen...
They take Olga and Luciana back.
Yeah. And what's happening here is they have to strip. It's a two-person deal. They have to strip down naked.
The one that's lying down.
Yeah.
In the clear coffin.
So you get into a coffin naked, face down, and then this dude takes your purse that you were issued back at the Chinese restaurant, and inside the purse the whole time was a very deadly spider.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to let the spider crawl on you for 2 minutes.
Maintain skin contact. And if it does not, it's your partner's job, using a little stick, to keep that fucker on your skin. Right. So,
now, scary, sure, I'll give you that, but this is like a fear factor thing. But more to the point.
Well, the first one.
Yeah.
Wasn't a definite death.
No.
But it was like a definite necrotic, like your fucking arm will melt off.
He said, you will wish you were dead.
Yes.
So there's that. Now, okay, scary shit. Spider crawling on your naked ass. That's scary. But if you hadn't have told me all that shit about the Chilean recluse, this guy is like a spider expert, and he's like
They brought in the Steve Irwin of spiders.
Yeah, he's all affectionate with the spiders. She's a deadly lover, and she is tricky. She likes to explore orifices.
She's a deadly but docile.
Okay, fucker. I don't need to hear any. I'm willing to get in the coffin and let the fucking thing crawl on me.
Well, that's the whole point, is
to freak you the fuck out.
To tell the audience what could happen if this fucker bites her.
How fucking scary. I don't need to hear that, okay? Unfortunately, Luciana's up first. She gets the rundown. She's like, oh, God, okay. Strips down, and I got to tell you, Ana Asensio, she looks pretty good without any clothes on.
I'd say better than pretty good.
I agree. I'm going to agree with Dusty on that.
And what I was thinking about this is like, she's the director. Right?
She is.
So fucking put your money where your mouth is, kind of thing.
Let's go.
Let's not have any other girls do something I wouldn't do.
I'm down.
So
I'm down with that.
She did it,
Yeah.
So good for her.
Yeah.
Good on her.
I'm into it.
It makes me like her even much more.
I'll take a naked spider to the ass. Woo. She gets, so that's what's got to happen. So they strip her down. They put her in the coffin. They put the spider on her. Now it's Olga's job to keep the spider on her with a stick. It's a pretty intense moment, and the spider does do some exploring. First thing, right out of the box, right over her ass cheek, in between her legs. Mm-hmm. Okay, forget that there is a spider, a deadly, highly venomous spider between your legs. That's going to tickle.
How are you not moving? Yeah, exactly.
No, you just got to hold on.
Can't move. See, fuck that.
Yeah.
No, never.
But, hey,
never.
She hangs hard. She does the full 2 minutes. The guy comes and collects.
Pretty stoically. She doesn't move at all.
One tear.
One tear drops.
One tear comes out, which I think is even actually like more.
It's more like shocking. Like
you're crying, but you manage to control it. Just one tear.
Uh-huh.
Every now and then, I wish I could do that on command. Just every now and then, just one tear. You know what I mean?
For the right situation.
Just like
like if your daughter says something really like that makes you upset, or like that.
Yeah,
that she's just being an asshole.
Yeah,
you just get one tear to go.
Just stare at her.
Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry.
You just look her right in the fucking face, and you go, you know what? Bloop.
That'll make her feel like shit.
That will end her. Whatever her argument was is over.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
I'm sorry. No, it's fine. Boop. Done. That's what happens. 2 minutes comes and goes, and she's out of there. Gets the tear, gets her clothes back on. Olga, you're up, babe. Get your naked ass in the coffin. We got a whole new spider.
New one.
This one is known to be unpredictable and highly aggressive.
Yes.
Venom is just as deadly as the Chilean recluse. More so. Regardless, you don't want it on you, and it's bigger too. It looked a little bit bigger.
This one bites you, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
It said it'll keep biting you.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the one. It'll just start nailing you. Wah, 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 and it just basically shuts down your nervous system, and you basically suffocate and die.
Yeah.
And there's no anti-venom in the
United States for either one of these fucking things. Who is this fucking spider guy?
That's what people sign up to watch this shit.
I know, but who is the dude? How much did he make? All right.
Yeah. The spider wrangler.
Yeah. Whatever. And again, he's like so affectionate with the spiders. She is wild and unpredictable. She is a fierce warrior. Okay. You want to have sex with it? Go right ahead. Just keep it off me. Anyway, down goes Olga. Out comes the spider. 2 minutes starts now. Olga doesn't make it a good 30 seconds before the panic
freaking out.
Panic kicks in. Good news.
She's not moving a lot, but she's fucking crying and fucking wiggling.
And then another minute goes by. Get it off me. Get it off me, please. Please get it off me. And Luciana's there like doing, okay, calm down. Easy. And she's, luckily the goddamn thing maintains skin contact, and the 2 minutes come and go.
No? She was freaking the fuck out.
Oh, she freaked right out.
And so Luciana, instead of using the stick, puts her fucking hands in there, and she lifts it up and lets it crawl on her hand.
Yeah.
Just to like save her friend. Like she just basically said, well, fuck, I feel bad for you.
Yeah.
And even though you got me in here, you fucking cunt, I'm going to
maintain skin contact.
So she knew she was freaking out. She thought she could handle it more stoically, so she just...
Which she did.
She picked the fucking fighter up and rode out the last 20 seconds with the spider on her hand.
Luciana has seen some shit, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how hard life was in Spain, but...
She is hard.
Yeah, and we skipped the part where she was taking a bath and all the cockroaches jumped out and got in the bath water. She didn't give a shit. She's like, man, fuck that guy and fuck you. And all right, well, I'm going to shampoo myself. And that's how it goes down. And then afterwards, Olga comes out, and Catherine's like, Olga, we have just found your replacement. And then Luciana gets her clothes on, goes up, gets out of there, gets her envelope from Larry on the way out. And goes and gets herself an ice cream and calls it a night. And that's your movie right there, Dusty.
That is your movie.
What did you think of Most Beautiful Island?
I liked it. I mean, it was... I don't know, like I said, if I consider it exactly horror. There was no deaths, right? Except for possibly the girl that got bit behind the scenes when she screamed. We don't know.
Yeah.
But like the psychological aspect of it was, it was dirty.
Yeah.
Like even the film grain was dirty, and it was just seeing her go through all the shit she had to go through and uncomfortable.
Totally.
And then you get to the whole end, and I'm fuck you. No way.
No way?
I'm not a spider guy.
I could do 2 minutes. I don't mind spiders.
One of those? Like,
if I didn't know all that
no,
shit.
you know.
You have to, though.
Yes,
that's
you have
part
to
of the
know.
challenge.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
If you knew that, could you do that?
If I could, convince myself that dude was full of shit and he just put, a tarantula or a daddy long legs on me.
No fucking
There's no way. There's no way. But dude, I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't share this information with a lot of people. Spiders do not bother me one bit, but I am a ticklish son of a bitch. Dude, my wife will have at me sometimes to the point of me almost passing out or pissing my pants.
Okay, this deadly spider's crawling right on your bag. You're going to fucking squish him and you're going to get your balls bit. Necrotic melt of the sack.
I can't. I'm a ticklish guy, man. I don't know if I could handle it. If he just avoids my tickle zones, stay off my ribs, stay out of my armpits, back of the neck, definitely nowhere below the waist. He's got between the shoulder blades. As long as
that's where he stays.
That's where he's got to stay. Yeah. Anywhere else, I'm gonna.
No fucking way. I would not do it. No way.
I think my wife happened to walk in during some of these moments, and she's like, nope, no fucking...
Oh, during the spider moments?
Yeah. She's like, absolutely, that just ruined my whole night, no way.
Yeah, the Red Queen was watching this one with me, too, and she's not definitely... she doesn't really give a shit about spiders.
Yeah.
But she was just like, oh, that's fucked up.
Those are big spiders.
Yeah.
And especially the second one. That dude was motivated. He was
moving fast.
He was taking laps around Olga. He wanted to get to know her on an intimate level. It's a good show, ladies and gentlemen. I recommend it. If nothing else, like I said, there's a weird immigrant experience here, and it's. I'm not trying to wax poetic or give my political posturing on any recent things that are happening in the news lately, but from the perspective of Luciana, who's a very attractive young lady, trying to make a life for herself in New York and being strapped for cash and getting sucked into this thing, that is frightening, because this could go bad a million different ways. She got lucky. Clearly, this was before the time of OnlyFans, because Luciana could be an impresario in a week from now on OnlyFans. Get herself some dildos, fucking boom.
Clean it up.
Start rating penises. Dude, you're banging it. But for the purposes of being in a weird Fight Club basement with a Chilean recluse spider crawling on your ass.
I can't remember what the second one was, but it was...
something equally as scary and a little bit bigger, it looked like. Check it out, inmates. It's a good show, I say.
It's pretty short. It's only an hour and 20 minutes, something like that.
Hour and change, yeah. Check it out. You can find it streaming on Tubi right now if you're interested, inmates. Let's take us a little break there, Dusty.
Sounds good.
Hey inmates, if you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, Dusty.
Yes, we are.
Woo, daddy. Larry can be a right scumbag when he wants to, you know?
Sure can.
He sure can. Did
that
you...
slick back long hair?
Dude, and the missing front tooth. That just
that
says nothing good.
Either missing or gold.
I would prefer the gold. But he does well with the missing tooth. He kind of gets typecasted as a lot of weird grave diggers and carnival worker type of situations.
Hillbillies,
yes.
Swamp people.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that too. Oh, fucking Jugface.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that one. All right, man, you ready for a meat hook?
Yeah.
Three on a meat hook.
This week's meat hook is one that we have done before, but I feel like this is an evolving thing, and you kind of move on from one of your top three onto another one, and then maybe you move back at a certain time. We are talking about top three horror hotties, ladies and gentlemen.
This was fucking hard.
This was hard for me, also, in more ways than one. Hey-oh!
Scrolling through pictures and...
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. That's a good one.
Yeah, might have to excuse myself here for a moment. All right, Dusty, what do you got at number 3?
All right, so like I said, my fucking list it was hard.
Yeah.
But, okay, and I have a couple honorable mentions, too.
Okay,
But
sure.
number 3, I went with Rona Mitra.
Okay.
Because
that's solid.
The fucking body on her, and she's fucking hot as hell. Gorgeous.
I believe you can find her naked.
Hollow Man.
I was going to say Hollow Man.
Yep.
Yeah. And
oh, yeah, I know the scene well.
Okay, very well.
If the DVD could wear out, it would be wore out.
She is banging hot. Did you ever see a movie called Doomsday?
Yep, she was in that one.
That didn't was a very strange movie.
Yeah,
I liked how she could take her eye out and throw it around the corner and look and see.
She's not... I wouldn't say she was the best actress in the world.
Still, yeah.
But fucking easy on the eyes.
Absolutely. I think the high point of Rona Mitra was probably...
Underworld.
I was going to say Underworld.
Rise of the Lycans.
Got a weird kind of psychedelic sex scene going on there, but still banging hot. Yeah. A lot of people get her and Kate Beckinsale confused.
Which leads me to one of my points.
Okay, we'll get more to that in a minute. My number 3 used to be my number 1. And you're probably not going to recognize the name, but for me, she had a certain impact at a certain age in a certain movie. I'm talking about Dawn Wildsmith.
Dawn Wildsmith.
You might remember her from a little movie called Surf Nazis Must Die.
Okay, yeah.
That sex scene is... I'm convinced to this day that they ended up having sex.
Well, it was the 80s.
It was.
Definitely could have happened.
Dude, there was nipples in the mouth there.
They didn't have, what do you call those? Coordinators. What do they call those? Intimacy coordinators back then.
Is that a thing?
It is. You don't know that?
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
what do you need a coordinator for?
It's because so everybody's comfortable. They have to make sure the bags are properly
placed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You didn't know that was a thing?
No, well, I mean, it makes sense now that you say
it is
that.
after all the fucking Harvey Weinstein bullshit, you know?
Dude, okay. Let's just be dudes here for a second. You've got a sex scene with Rona Mitra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How are you going to stop yourself from getting fucking hard?
That's what I was about to say. How do you do that?
Way.
You can't.
There's no
way.
You'd have to go rubbing out right exactly before the scene happens.
Dude, I need like pictures of my grandma just on standby.
It wouldn't help.
I need a bunch of fat dudes hanging around. No, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's difficult.
How does one get that job?
Being the intimacy coordinator?
Yes.
I don't want to do that job. I don't want to have to inspect the boners.
I think it's mainly women that do it because
they can inspect
to make
boners.
the actresses feel comfortable.
Sure,
and all that shit.
Yeah,
but yeah, that wasn't a thing in the '80s. So this very well could have ended in penetration on Surf Nazis Must Die. It just slipped in. I'm sorry. It just slipped in.
It's pretty okay. Dude, watching that scene, I'm pretty sure they would have both been okay with it. It gets pretty heavy. Wildly attractive, and if you've seen Surf Nazis Must Die, she plays Ava, Adolf's girlfriend. Right bitch. But like with the weird 80s like war paint makeup and like blowing cigarette smoke in people's faces and pulling switchblades.
Real good.
I don't know if I secretly have a Nazi fetish. I don't think so. Well. All right, let me maybe
the German accent.
Maybe I need to
tall German women.
I think I need to talk to somebody about that, like professionally. Don Wildsmith at number 3 for me.
All right.
Dusty, what do you got at number 2?
At number 2, and like I said, all these have all jumped around.
Sure.
But on number 2, I'm going with Serena Vincent.
Yeah, that's another banger right there.
Oh yeah,
I fucking forgot about her completely.
I kind of went newer because, like, you know, you have those. What do you call those? Standouts from your childhood.
Yeah.
Right, that basically your sexual awakening from the 80s. Right. I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to do ones that were kind of more, you know, later on in life that I still think are fucking smoking. You know?
No, so I agree.
It was a hard list to fucking make, let me tell you.
No, I agree. Totally. Serena Vincent, screaming hot, naked a lot in Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever, yeah.
She was the. I think she was the exchange student in American Pie.
Yeah. No, not American Pie.
What was it?
In the Scary Movie.
Scary Movie. That's right.
The what do you call it? The spoof on American Pie.
Yes.
The spoof on
Cabin Fever.
No, it was a spoof on Scream.
Yes.
Like they had them all kind of rolled into one.
Yes.
Yeah. 90s freaking teen angst.
God damn, she was banging.
Oh,
she gets on top of Ryder Strong. And just a little bit of her ass crack is sticking out of the blanket. But then you have the scene where she's shaving like the flesh off her legs too.
But her boobs are hanging
Still
out.
screaming hot. Still screaming hot. Yeah, that's a banger right there. My number 2, Monica Bellucci.
Oh yeah. Okay. The voice is the one thing that's just like, okay.
You don't like the Italian accent?
I do somewhat. Okay, go tell your story.
Okay, well, I'm jumping right to 1992's Gary Oldman Dracula. She played one of the brides of Dracula.
That's right.
And like that little negligee thing. I mean, we could talk about.
Wasn't she
The Matrix? What else?
Wasn't she William the Princess and William Wallace in fucking Braveheart? No, that was a different chick.
That was...
no, I'm thinking of a different...
different European chick.
Yeah, but Monica Bellucci... No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
She was in the latest Beetlejuice movie.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Beetlejuice,
You're right.
Yeah.
And something about... I don't know if it's Italians or just European women. They hold up nicely.
Yes.
Wow.
I was thinking about somebody else's voice. No, she's good.
Okay.
I take that back. The Italian accent works for me.
She lays it on pretty thick. But goddamn, that body.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Woo!
That's a good one.
I think, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I'm into vampire chicks too, man. You know, the pale white skin.
Yep. The contacted eyes.
Yeah. Get
either
yellow eyes.
Blue or yellow or
like
fucking dark green.
That
heavy eyeshadow.
I like a chick that could beat me up, you know, and possibly kill me or eat me or, you know.
So you're into the BDSM stuff. You want to be the kept man.
I think I need to talk to somebody about that too. We're unlocking some issues.
We are.
Right?
The padded room therapy hour.
God damn, I got a weird boner now. I got to talk to people about my boner.
The table's a little shorter now, buddy.
Shit. No, let me just turn around here. Right on. How about number 1 there?
All right, number 1, and she's been up there for a while. The old Kate Beckinsale.
I get that.
Oh, bro.
Have we?
And she held up fucking fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to be in her mid-50s?
50s, at least.
And she's still fucking
smoking. Looks great. Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah. Have we seen her naked in anything?
I don't think we have. I mean, I think it's been a close, like a back or a side boob or something, you know, but I don't know if there's any full nudity, or else I would have found it, sir.
There's a movie, I don't think it's her. It's called Stonehurst Asylum. She's in it. It's not a very good show, but she basically plays a mental patient. There is a naked scene, but now that I think about it, I think it was like a stunt boob situation type of a deal. I don't know what this is. More European stuff. My number one, since we're talking about European stuff, Anna Fauci.
Anna Fauci.
From Cemetery Man.
Okay.
To this day, I still say the best set of breasts I've ever seen in my natural life. Natural boobs, too.
Because how many millions of sets of tits have you seen?
Oh, I mean, I like to peruse, you know.
That's a freaking high mountain to fucking climb.
I don't know when the last time you saw Cemetery Man was.
Has been a long time. I might have to watch it again just for that.
They are very sizable and apparently natural. She plays like 4 different chicks in that movie. Some zombies, some not. But they're all horny, and they all take their shirts off at one point or another.
Perfect.
God, I don't think you can find a better set of breasts. No.
All right.
I'm a breast man. And a Nazi man, apparently.
Well, I'm not a Nazi man, but I'm a boob guy.
Dude, yeah. I mean, look at our wives.
Yeah, exactly.
They both are very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
We do okay. All right, inmates, that's your meat hook for the week.
Any honorable mentions?
Oh, yeah, let's hear some honorable mentions.
Okay, I had one because I wanted to... Because, I like a little red in my fucking tea.
So I've noticed.
I picked, had Angie Everhart as one of my fucking honorables.
She's good. She's very good.
Like that fucking Bordeaux of blood, like...
2, 4,
that's another
6,
one.
8. You can watch. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If I had to throw out an honorable mention off the top of my head, I used to have... I don't know. Recent events have somewhat ruined it for me, but Asia Argento. Mm-hmm. Screaming hot.
She's edgy.
Edgy, too, especially in Land of the Dead, where she's all pierced and she's wearing the fishnets and things like that. Recent events have changed my mind about her considerably, but back then, she used to do a lot. There's something freaky with, I don't know if it's just Dario Argento or if it's Italians or Europeans. Dude, if I'm making a horror film and I'm going to put my daughter in it, she's not going to be naked.
No.
And she is definitely not getting a fucking sex scene.
No.
Dario cranks it up to 11. It's
movie. Italian, I think. I think it's a culture. I really do. And maybe just him, too.
Sure.
They're fucking free with things over there.
Well done.
Their Dawn dish soap commercials have
chicks
fucking topless chicks on it over there.
Absolutely. Why not? Hey, I'll buy your fucking dish soap.
Yeah,
you want
sure.
me to buy it?
Hey, we need a case of that.
Absolutely. Right now. We would love to hear what your top 3 horror hotties are, inmates. Update us. I'm sure we've heard them before, but I would love to know what your revised horror hottie list is. Mental health hotline is area code 775-387-0275, or get us on the email mail@paddedroompodcast.com. In the meantime, we're going to tell you what movies we got to watch this week in a little segment called What Are You Looking At?
What are you looking at?
Yes, sir. Dusty, I hit the 4th of July trifecta.
Trifecta. Okay.
Almost made it a 4-way, but the 4th movie is really good.
You ran out of gas?
The 4th one is... Well, anyway, I watched Jaws.
Okay.
That is,
perfect.
I think, the 4th of July horror film.
I agree. I wanted to.
You can't get any
it's
better.
It's the 50th anniversary.
It is,
to do it.
which is why I needed to watch it. Mm-hmm. Followed that right up with Jaws 2.
Oh, boy.
Not as good as I remember.
No.
Not as good. I mean, I like that we got... Part of the beauty of Jaws, the first Jaws, was Richard Dreyfuss. I felt like he was always my favorite.
He's a great
People
character.
love Quint, but Quint is just this crusty old...
Salty.
Yeah.
Salty old sea captain.
Yeah. But then you have Hooper that comes in, and he's like this young, edgy, rich kid.
Marine biologist.
Yeah. You know?
He was a cool guy.
You remove that from Jaws 2, and what you're left with is Roy Scheider.
Roy Schneider, yeah.
And his kids that I didn't particularly like.
Nah, they're a bit turds.
And they're stuck on that fucking island thing. Mm-hmm. Fuck them anyway. Stupid kids. Which brought me to Jaws 3.
Oh, you didn't.
I did. And I'm gonna make a bold statement right now, Dusty. Jaws 3 better than Jaws 2. The 3D is absolute dog shit, it's silly as fuck watching it now.
But it went completely away from...
It had nothing to do with it.
It veered fucking left hard.
Dennis Quaid overacting his goddamn ass. He was burning some calories in this movie, bro. He is running and jumping and sweating and yelling at people for no reason whatsoever. You know what I mean? We have to get them closed now. They're already closed. Okay. The best part, though, is because this one, of course, takes place in this like SeaWorld situation. Yeah. It's supposed to be 3D. The shark actually crashes through the window, and because of the 3D animation, this part is super stupid. Jaws crashes through the underwater tube thing and comes to a complete stop. Stop.
Yeah, it would get sucked in. I mean, there's fucking air in there. Like it would mangle the fuck out of him.
But in watching that whatever it was, watching that scene, it's almost as though the shark crashed in and went, oh shit, sorry.
My bad.
Oh fuck, I'm inside. Oh, sorry.
This isn't the ladies' room? Okay,
my bad. I'll just see myself out. It's I wouldn't say it's so bad it's good. I would just say it's not as bad as you remember. I'll say that.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
You probably don't need to.
I just stick with the old faithful Jaws.
I started watching Jaws 4.
Oh,
The Revenge.
The Revenge?
Yeah, where
in the Island Man?
Yeah, with Mario Van Peebles, who has never, I don't think he's even been to Jamaica, but he's trying his hardest with that Jamaican accent.
He sure does.
Come on, man. We looking at sharks now. What?
Terrible fucking movie.
The whole thing is that Roy Scheider. Okay, Roy Scheider's dead.
So is the firstborn son.
Well, yes.
Well, in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, but then the second son is now studying sharks in Jamaica. This movie killed Lance Guest's career. That was the last Starfighter right there.
Yep.
He was going places.
Yeah,
then this movie just said no more. The shark is waiting for you down there when you get to Jamaica.
It's called Jaws the Revenge, Darian.
Telekinetic shark.
It's revenge.
I turned it off half. I know. I've seen it. I've seen it before. The worst part is when Mom goes out on the boat as if to confront the shark. What are you going to do? Throw your hat at it? Is that what the plan is? I don't know. It's not like she took a harpoon gun or anything. She just takes off with the boat.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I'm looking at, Dusty.
Okay.
What do you got?
Didn't get a whole lot because we were out in the woods for 10 days, lumberjacking. But we did get to watch. We both we rented Clown in a Cornfield.
I've not heard anything good.
It's okay. It's not great. I mean, it's definitely not a serious movie. It's kind of a funnish little slasher, right? Mm-hmm. With some big brother, or the town is got some secrets kind of thing, and the kids are all it's a group of teenagers that basically is getting the business from the town because they are their town is built on a corn syrup around a corn syrup factory, right? Okay. So they have cornfields, and their town is their whole industry. The whole town's employed by corn syrup factory, right? And these shithead teenagers are out, and they're probably like we were. They want to make. They're making horror movies. They're making horror shorts that they're posting on fucking YouTube to try to get likes and hits and things like that.
Nice.
And their villain is the serial killer Frenzo, is the name of the clown. That's the mascot for the corn syrup thing.
Right.
So they start making these movies and posting them and all this shit. And then, lo and behold, there's a real Frenzo and starts picking these fucking teens off one by one. Because, I don't want to tell the whole ending and everything because it's fairly new.
Yeah.
But one of their horror movies that they're making, they basically were down in the boiler room / electrical room of the factory because it's very creepy. They're trying to get some ambiance for one of their kill shots, and somehow a breaker got tripped or whatever, burned down half the fucking factory.
Oh, shit.
So now the town's out of work, and they all blame these shithead kids.
Yeah.
But the caveat is one of the kids, the ringleader of this merry band, is the son of the factory owner, the president, right? So, anyway, chaos ensues when Frenzo starts picking them off one by one, and there's some good kills. It's not a terrible movie by any stretch. I don't know if I think we got it for $5.
Okay.
But it's a Shudder movie, so just wait for it to come out on Shudder.
That's what I was going to do.
But no, it is worth a watch.
Okay, right on. Very cool, man. Well, let's get into some immersion therapy then.
Immersion therapy.
Before we get into Please Don't Feed the Children, did you watch Beazle?
I didn't because I was out there. I want to really watch
You're going to want to watch
it. So I'm going to watch that this week.
That's a good show.
And I'll report back on it.
You're going to love that shit.
Yeah, I told the wife, I said, we got to watch that. And I heard you talking good about it.
Yeah.
It looked fucking good. I want to watch it. So we're going to watch it this week, and I'll report back next week.
Okay. Did you watch Please Don't Feed the Children?
I did watch Please Don't Feed. I wanted to be prepared for the show. I think I would have rather watched Beazle.
You definitely would have rather watched Beazle. It's fine. Post-apocalyptic, kid COVID, kind of a Holocaust situation. Very predictable, I would say.
The story was...
We've seen it before.
Yeah.
Don't hide in somebody else's house if you don't know what's going on. They may have a COVID zombie in the basement.
Yeah.
Type of a thing.
And it was a weird fucking story. There's a
doomsday plague.
Doomsday plague when only people over the age of 17.
Yeah.
Like you turn 18 and finally your immune system can't handle the doomsday plague.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And so then all the parents blamed the children for basically being the carriers.
Yeah.
So they fucking threw them all in concentration camps.
So everybody's a shitty parent all of a sudden.
This is what fucking Red Queen was saying. She's like, so you're telling me you rounded up all the kids?
Yeah.
So what, do you let them out when they're fucking 18? Or are you just killing off the fucking population that's left in the world?
That makes sense.
By killing your children.
That's stupid. That's because that's stupid.
It's very stupid.
It could use a little spit and polish on the script, and some of that is probably fixable with some dialogue or
just a better idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but you wanted kids to be the survivors, and so you had to
make it the kids from a certain region, basically.
Sure.
The Mason-Dixon line. If they cross over, which that western half of the United States is just fucked. So, like, if you come over across, these kids from the western half of the United States come back over, then they're the ones that are being thrown in camps and shit. Like, they're the ones that are the fucking,
Or better yet, make the adults have the fucking disease and all the kids have to stay away.
Yeah, there you go.
That makes way more... All right, whatever. Whatever, man. I don't get paid to write this shit. It's not very good. I'm going to tell you to go ahead and stay away from that. Dusty, what do you got for us this week?
All right, so pretty pumped about this one. Hopefully everybody is as well. But Sinners just dropped on HBO Max last Friday. And I really fucking dug it, so I like to hear what everybody has to think about it. So the tagline says, trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return home only to discover an even greater evil waiting to welcome them back.
Very cool. Check that shit out, inmates. We'll do the same.
That's
in
on
Compare
Max,
Notes.
sorry.
Absolutely. Compare Notes next week. I think you're talking about the one that Tom Hardy picked.
Oh, fuck no. We're going to watch the good one.
I mean, we'll see.
He might force that one down our throats when he buys a month.
Probably will, fucking asshole. Right on. Well, I guess it's time for a round of Who's Your Daddy?
Who is Daddy?
First, my clues from last week. I am a pretty attractive high school girl and a bit of a floozy. All the dudes want to get on top of me. I got one nerdy friend, and I drag her around with me because she's my best friend, and that's what I do. We're going to this cool concert tonight down off of some weird road. There's a great band there. They're trying to make a name for themselves. I hope they don't try to sacrifice me to a fucking weird vortex whirlpool thing out in the woods, because then I'd have to come back as this possessed hottie and really wreak some havoc in this small town. I am, of course, Jennifer's Body. Dusty, have you seen? I know you've seen it.
Yeah,
of course. Megan Fox, baby.
There's many pause attempts on the fucking lake scene trying to be made.
There's got to be a boob in there somewhere.
That fucking girl. I mean, I know you think she's got toe thumbs, but she almost made my fucking list. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I don't care about dude. You can have whatever kind of thumbs you want.
I don't know what the fuck you guys have problems with her, and it's just like she's been every bit of naked in fucking material except for the goods.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of push-up situations, a lot of side situations. Yep. If somewhere out there is a kid in his basement who has like a montage of her all together.
Guaranteed.
Somewhere. I would like to purchase that if that's available. Who might I be this week, you ask? Well, it is World War II, Dusty, and I am part of a infantry unit from the United States. We are sent to I believe, a French chateau, and we need to guard this area from possible German excursions. The unit that we just relieved had some really scary stories to tell about this chateau, but we're soldiers here, and we don't have time for superstitions, so we're just going to lock in and protect the chateau and make sure it doesn't fall into enemy hands. Hope nothing creepy happens here, and I really hope that I'm not actually asleep this whole time. And I really bad ending to this movie is all I'm going to say. Who might I be, you ask? Tune in next week and I will drop some knowledge on you, inmates. In the meantime, I think that's about going to do it for us. Thank you very much for joining us this week, inmates. Join us next week for off-season here in the Padded Room, Larry Fessenden month. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you heard this show. That helps our visibility quite a bit, if you have time. Also have a Patreon campaign running. Somebody please outbid Tom Hardy, because I don't want to do his bad movies, all right? We've already lived through Eric Roberts month and Uwe Boll month, God damn it. We've been in the trenches. We came out, and we would like not to go back if possible. PaddedRoomPodcast.com is where you go to find the link to that, our Patreon link, our T-Villain link, any other links you need, you'll find right there. In the meantime, Dusty, you got anything else on the week, amigo?
Not really. Oh, liking the new digs, the new setup here.
You like this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I don't have to stand for 2 hours.
It's comfortable, looks nice, it looks professional.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're trying to make this into some kind of usable space. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, man. 4 3D sharks that burst into your laboratory at awkward times. World War II veterans and the weird mental states they might be in. The Cheddar Goblin, Megan Fox, with or without toe thumbs. I like her either way.
I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
I wouldn't kick her out of anywhere. And the Padded Room Podcast. I'm afraid visiting hours are over.